President, the First Lady, spending the day in Vegas talking to victims and the heroes of Sunday's deadly shooting. What he didn't talk about was what was happening on Capitol Hill as Democrats are demanding action on gun control. Chief White House correspondent John Roberts is following it all from Nevada. Good evening, John.
Brett, good evening to you. For President Trump, Sunday's mass murder is personal. He has long-standing ties to Las Vegas, a big hotel here. He wanted to come here as quickly as possible to comfort the wounded and to praise acts of heroism that he says helped minimize the loss of life. It was a presidential tribute to heroes who ran straight into danger, risking their lives to save others.
We're defined by our love, our caring, and our courage. In the darkest moments, what shines most brightly is the goodness that thrives in the hearts of our people. That goodness is our lighthouse.
President Trump gave his personal thanks to law enforcement who braved a hail of bullets to get people out of harm's way at Sunday's concert, and within minutes were outside the shooter's door on the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay.
You showed the world, and the world is watching, and you showed what professionalism is all about.
The president also honored civilians, some of whom perished, for putting aside their fears and their own safety, taking extraordinary measures to protect and help others.
Parents and spouses used their own bodies as shields to protect their loved ones. Americans dashed into a hail of bullets to rescue total strangers.
At University Medical Center, President Trump met with many victims of the shooting, some suffering grievous wounds, and had high praise for surgeons, nurses, and hospital staff who saved the lives of so many.
I just want to congratulate everybody. It's incredible. Incredible what you've done. We met quite a few people, and believe me, they're very lucky to be here.
But the president deferred from weighing in on growing calls from Democrats in Congress to implement new gun control measures in the wake of Sunday's mass murder.
How many more dead bodies will it take to wake up this Congress?
Senator Chuck Schumer argues that Democrats are proposing the same type of gun controls President Trump once supported as a civilian, and that now, as president, he can lead the debate.
Mr. President, you have an opportunity to buck the NRA, buck the gun lobbyists, buck the swamp, and lead this country in an adult conversation about gun violence.
Republicans, including House Whip Steve Scalise, who was gravely wounded by a would-be mass murderer, says new restrictions on guns aren't the answer.
You know, if you look at what happened in my case, you had people on site with guns to immediately counter the shooter and take him down. And that happens every day in America, where regular citizens that have their own guns because of the Second Amendment protection are able to defend themselves against criminals.
But where some Republicans are finding agreement is on so-called bump stocks that the Las Vegas shooter used to turn a semi-automatic rifle into a near machine gun. They were legalized by the ATF during the Obama administration.
I did not know that there was technology capable that cheaply of transforming a semi-automatic into an automatic weapon. So, yeah, I don't think there's any question we ought to look at that.
And in fact, Republican Congressman Carlos Curbelo from Miami tells Fox News tonight that he is working on bipartisan legislation at this moment to ban so-called bump fire stocks. But the bigger issue here, and it's one that we have dealt with before, how to address a mass murderer in waiting who appears to have amassed his arsenal totally legally. Brett?
John Roberts in Las Vegas tonight. John, thanks.